All right, question 2. This one wants us to find 2 points on the line to be graphed. And notice in this equation, we only have y. We don't even have an x in the equation. So what we're going to do is solve this equation. 2x plus 10 equals 0. We're going to solve it for y, the one variable that we have. So we're going to move the 10 over. So it becomes negative. So we'll have 2y equals negative 10. And then divide by 2. And then we get y equals negative 5. Okay, so we have y equals negative 5, just a horizontal line. And it should be crossing at negative 5. So again, remember, we want to write 2 ordered pairs. It doesn't matter what x is. Namely, y has to be negative 5. That's the second coordinate. So we can put anything. Okay. Anything that we want. And then you can see that line is graphed. It's hard to tell at the bottom, but there are those 2 points I marked, and there's the line. And then we want to determine the slope of this equation. So remember in those notes, when you have a horizontal line, we had a 0 slope. And that's just one of those facts that you'll remember as time, and you do this quite a bit. All right, so number 3, this time we have x in the equation and no y value. So we have 2x minus 1 equals 0. We're going to solve for the one variable we have, which is x. So we're going to move this negative 1 over. When you move it over, it becomes positive. Same thing, it's just plus 1 on both sides, okay? And then divide by 2. And we end up with x equals 1/2. Okay, so this time, x equals equation is going to be a vertical line. Let's do it horizontal. Vertical line, and remember the slope is undefined. So I like to think of that line as going up, starts with a U, and undefined starts with a U. So here, my x is going to be 1/2, and it doesn't matter what we put for the y value. We can put really anything that we want. And that's always going to be the case when you have vertical and horizontal lines. As long as that x value stays the same or that y value stays the same. I can actually put another fraction over here. Let's just say 3/5, okay? Because it literally doesn't matter what you put. It will work as long as x is 1/2, because that's how this equation is defined. X equals 1/2. And sorry you couldn't see me writing slope, undefined UND. And I was saying that this line goes up, and U starts with up for undefined. And so now it's asking, what is the slope? Undefined.